Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fastest Furs June 2020 schedule reveal. It's Oasis here, and I am joined by Moonblaze Wolf and Lori D. Bunnykins. How are y'all lovely people doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm excited.
How does the stream sound, everybody? Do we sound okay? Are we making your eardrums bleed?
I mean, I do that a lot anyway because I'm just naturally loud.
Yo, same.
I am too. I have a teacher voice because I used to do that. I just need to make sure that that everybody can hear me in the back of the stream. All right, it sounds like everything's good, so let's get this show on the road. What do y'all think?
Sure thing. So, once we get going here, the first slide we have after this title here is going to be just a few fun numbers for the event. We have 44 different games being run at the event today. I don't know what I'm thinking. 19 different hosts are also going to be helping. We've had a lot of volunteers as well as runners submit to help us with the event, and we extremely appreciate it. So thank you to everybody who submitted a run or a volunteer form or both or neither. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I think this would be a good time just to quickly mention that we did do everything we could, and I believe everybody that submitted either as a runner or as a volunteer is included in some capacity in the marathon.
And we'll be in touch with y'all sometime after the stream to let you know what sort of roles we had assigned to you and when you'll be working and all that fun.
Yeah, we'll just need maybe like 24 hours after this to get all that information out to you, but it won't take long. So yeah, just know that in the back of your mind, even if you don't see yourself maybe on the games list, you know, you're going to be volunteering or helping out in some way. So also, I just have to give a shout out to Lori for this PowerPoint. This is amazing. Yeah,
I mean, this is like a lot of slides. We have 44 runs, so there's a slide for each game. I'd also like to point out with the mention of the hosts on this slide right here, that on each slide with each game, the host of that game is going to be shown. So if you volunteered to host but didn't submit a run, you're probably still going to...
And yeah, you'll also see the host assignments on the marathon schedule page on our Hararo, which I don't know if everyone has access to yet.
I think we're keeping it a secret until the end of the stream.
Yep. So one thing about that, just that's a little bit different about our marathon, is we really try to team up with some of the, you know, kind of like the celebrity marquee furry streamers that are out there, even if they're not involved in speedrunning. So, you know, we want to make this event fun and accessible to everyone and raise lots of money for the charities. So the hosts are also very important, but really it's about the runs. So I think we want to start talking about these games, right?
Yep. I think the next two facts on this slide are about games and our own kind of group running the event. Yeah, it's all about the event. We're going to be running 5th to 7th. Thanks to the amount of people that submitted actually to this event, because in order to try and fit everyone, we did what we added 4 hours to each day just so we could give you more games to watch. Which is kind of crazy we even had to do that. So again, thank you everybody who just submitted so many games for us to look through and make the best event we could. Because I think one thing we're all in agreement here is that the games list we were given is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the best games list I've seen for like a 3-day online marathon of any marathon I think I've ever been a part of before. So this is incredible. You all are fantastic, and thank you so much for sending us so much good stuff.
Also, I just put at least 2 of the 3 links that are in that slideshow presentation. I don't really think I need to put the Twitch URL in here, but
I don't know what Twitch is.
I mean, yeah, where are we? I'm sorry. So if you want to make sure you follow us on Twitter so that you can get all the most up-to-date information. if you want to, we have a wonderful Telegram community, which I actually started up about roughly 2 years ago, called Speedrunner Furs. Anyone of any age is welcome to join, and yeah.
I forgot to put it on the slideshow now thinking about it, but I put the command in chat to join our Discord where this event is taking place. And speaking of the event, not only is the event very much about the games being played, it's also about the charity we're supporting, Global Giving. This paragraph here is mostly copied from their About Us page, how they're a community dedicated towards raising money in many countries to help thousands of people get the support they need. If you go to their website, globalgiving.org, you can read even more than I wrote down right here about what they do for the world and how you can support them.
Yeah, and specific to this marathon, we are helping out with their COVID-19 relief fund. If you use the command showcase in chat, !showcase, it's going to give you a link specifically to their Tiltify campaign, which is the one that all of our donations are going to be going to.
Mm-hmm.
I was just asking about that, so.
Pog.
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 Get some pogs out in chat. Let's go. This is day one hype.
Yeah. So who wants to take the first game?
I think
Because
Oasis should.
Okay.
All right, so the first game we actually have up is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Category is Spyro 1, any percent, no balloonist skip. It's being run by... Oh my god, I am very sorry. I butcher this name. Sanaya Drill. That is going to be my best guess. It's going to be hosted by the wonderful, the best Wolf Dad on Twitch, Vince Wolf. And estimate of 1 hour, 5 minutes. That is going to be our kickoff for today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Yep.
I was going to say, I'm excited to have it as a kickoff because I think notably SVQ 2019 also kicked it off with a Reignited Trilogy run. And this game is just great for getting into the action. It's got a very nice, warm style to it, yet it's still very fast-paced. And I'm very glad we could have this game this early on in the...
The best thing about this is it's new and yet it's not. It's gonna bring in a lot of nostalgia for people who played these kind of games when they were a kid, and I think it's going to really draw in the newer audience who didn't necessarily get to experience it on the original PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
it's
is gonna
just
be
a run
good,
for everyone.
It's going to be a good tone setter, is the way I think about it for sure. So yeah, that is a game number 1 of 44. So let's keep moving here.
All right. Well, the next game we're going to have right after Spyro is we're going to have Kimono Heroes on normal difficulty with Green V Saber. This game I had never heard of before looking through the games list, but then just watching a little bit of the run. This game is not going to hinder the speed of Spyro 1 at all. It's a very nice, quick-moving 2D platformer that I am incredibly excited to have in the event. It took me 3 Google searches to look up the right game name for the image on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, Lori was sharing some of like the alternate images that we found for this game when we were trying to find it, and they're pretty hilarious. Like, this game is very memeable.
Yeah, no, I think I Googled like Kimono Friends 3 times, and then suddenly I remembered the game name.
Oh, folks, I do believe we've been joined by another friend. It is Shockwave. Shockwave, how are you today?
All right, I'll be honest. I just thought y'all were hanging out in here. I forgot what was going on.
Yeah, today, this is the stream.
I just pulled some trees out of my backyard. I was coming to hang out. You know what? I'll stay for the fun. Let's go.
All right, well, can you tell us about Super Tux?
Me?
Are you even watching the stream right now?
I just pulled it up, man.
Tell us about this game on screen.
Well, I know Tux is the Linux mascot, and it's a video game about him, so...
All right. That's as much as I know.
I just know that Allie is the runner of this game, is like absolutely in love with this game, and I'm so excited that we get to showcase it.
Yeah, I'm excited to have Allie because that Telegram group we mentioned earlier, Allie is insanely active in there and always fun to talk to. So I'm very excited to have a run from Allie.
All right,
Okay.
and coming up next, so this is our fourth game. It's Incredible Crisis Any Percent by Juhorse. Let me tell you about this game. This is one of the weirdest, craziest, kind of like mind-bending games I think I have seen in a really long time. We just saw, it was one of those games we saw it when we went through the submissions and we're like, we have to have this. And it's so silly, it's so fun, and I can't wait to see a speedrun of it.
Let me tell you, I've actually seen speedruns of this game in the past, and this game is an absolute riot to watch. It's a ton of it's a lot of A to B kind of things. You have to fulfill certain goals. It's all about managing your stress, so to speak. The more stressed you are, the worse you do, and if it pops, it's basically, well, it's not game over because you have lives, but you get what I'm saying here.
Mm-hmm. I like this box art a lot, as a side note.
I was expecting the spinny thing that you were talking about.
I think if Blaze clicks it, it'll spin.
Oh gosh.
Did it spin?
Oh, I wanted to do it again. Oh well. Well, we're on to the next game then.
Man.
All right, who wants to talk about this game?
All right, so this game, Disney's Magical Mirror starring Mickey. I know Mickey Mouse gets placed in a lot of games like this, these like Disney games, but they're really just Mickey Mouse games. And he's seen a lot of genres. This one, though, is a point-and-click adventure. So, we're going to see Sega Star basically not really controlling a character too intensely, but rather seeing Sega Star's just knowledge of every aspect of a game possible in order to cut down even the slightest of. I think when we look at the submission page, like the speedrun page for this submission, I think the difference between Sega Star's PB and Sum of Best was like 9 seconds or something. So it's a game all about those tiny time savers, and I can't wait for Sega Star to tell us all about them.
All right. And then the next game on the list is Magic Wand Any Percent, being run by Sarth the Sneck. I have to say, I had not heard of this game before. It was in the marathon, but it is really, really interesting to watch. And it's a short run, so I'm sure there's probably some pretty broken stuff involved as well. And I think it's going to be a really fun one.
All right, well, that was a short segment, Blaze. You can tell us about our next game, because you definitely know something about it.
Oh yeah, I know this game pretty well, actually. So this is Sayonara Wild Hearts. It is a rhythm and music game, and the category we're getting, I'm really excited about this as well, is the All Riddles category, which is basically the 100% category for this game. It's all achievements, which are in the game called Riddles. Boring Cactus just ran this game at Undefined Behavior, a different marathon this weekend, and it's gonna just be a good run. It's just gonna be just super cozy, and the music in the game is incredible. It's a game that I speedrun myself, and myself, Cactus, and one other runner actually submitted to SGDQ this year as a race. So it's just I can't wait to see this in our marathon.
Yeah, I've watched you play this game. I can't even count how many times, because you've been so like invested in this game. It's honestly just so fun to watch you play it. I can't wait to watch Boring Cactus play this in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, Cactus is so much better than me at this game. It's not even funny. So this is going to be just an incredible run, and I'm so glad we were able to accept it. So
Now,
Oasis, you
sorry.
want to take this one?
I was gonna say, this next game that we have here, it really needs no introduction. Anyone who is anyone in the gaming world knows what Mario Kart 64 is. So we got all cups, no skips. Savage Rizrobe is gonna be running it, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
used
this
to.
is.
Go ahead, Laurie. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is a game that I know quite a bit because the category in particular here is no skips. I'm a big fan of some of the skips in this game, but it really says something about this game as a speedrun when even when you remove all those super cool looking skips, you still get a really nice run. And this is one of those Mario Kart games before you could at will do stuff like remove item boxes and like other things and set the AI difficulty. So it's just kind of gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of ruthless luck that Wizrobe is gonna have to deal with. Hopefully the blue shells and lightnings are not too abundant.
Yeah, and like the last thing I would just say about this is I never used to think much about racing games as speedrun games, but holy cow, they are so intense, and I just I can't wait to see this in the marathon.
Absolutely. I really cannot wait.
Laurie, would you like to tell us all about Loom?
I don't know anything about Loom.
I guess I can tell everybody about my game that I'll be running in the event. So Loom is another point-and-click adventure game. It is a LucasArts game. So if you ever saw Maniac Mansion, Secret of Monkey Island is another one of their games that is really popular. And I am going to be running the any percent category, which is pretty fun, pretty fast paced. It's a really cool game, and it only takes about 27 minutes. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to be able to run it in a marathon for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want me to handle the next one?
Sure, yeah.
So imagine you're someone on the streets and you want to get rich. That's what Rags to Riches is all about. So
For a second, to teach you how to make money.
Our wonderful own Brosentia is going to be running a game where you have to collect bottles, stay in a Roach Motel, and dodge that pesky IRS. And the description of this game just really made me really want to see this. I can't wait for this, guys.
You know it's going to be funny too, because Brosentia just has got that killer sense of humor during runs as well. So I'm just super glad we were able to get Brosentia back for another run in our marathon this year.
Yeah, honestly, any time that we get to watch Brosentia is just an absolute treat.
Laurie, I think you might know a thing or two about this next game.
Oh, do I? So the next game is my run. I'm going to be running the game Off. If you haven't heard of this game, it's a RPG, actually one of, if not the most popular games built in RPG Maker. And the run is crazy. I was talking to friends recently, and one thing I really like about running RPGs is that they can be fast-paced, like input-wise, while still being slow enough where you can react to your surroundings. And so it's a very fair yet still fun thing to do. And this game is a prime example of that. It's not too long. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. And there is some luck to deal with, but it is a bunch of fun.
Laurie, maybe you should take this next one too. This is kind of like the block of Laurie games.
All right, sure. So I mentioned I liked RPGs because they're fast-paced, but if you want more something directly action-based, look no further than Hollow Knight. We didn't actually get a normal full game category for Hollow Knight this time. However, Alexa Ember is offering to run for us the Pantheon of Hollowness. So the game's last DLC pack, Hollow Knight Godmaster, added a bunch of these boss rushes. Pantheon of Hollowness is going to be a half-hour-long showcase that features basically every single boss in the entirety of Hollow Knight. Alexa's going to be taking them down one by one. It is going to be an insane showcase. A very small amount of people have managed to successfully complete this challenge. The fact that someone like Alexa can do it this consistently, it is going to be crazy. You will not want to miss it.
And again, just like so glad to have Alexa back for another marathon running. Just a game that is so popular and so like everybody loves Hollow Knight. So I'm just so glad that we get to showcase it again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my PowerPoint stopped working. Just a second.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I guess I'll start talking now about the last of the 3 games in this little Lori excitement block you mentioned. We're going to be showing off Killer 7 by Leaf Otter as the next game. This is a game I actually started watching fairly recently, and I instantly gained a bunch of interest in. It's this very weird, creepy, on-rails shooter that involves a lot of like resource management, and on top of that, Leaf will be using a bunch of these really weird speed strats. I think some of them involve even changing between keyboard controls and using a controller. So on top of the game just already kind of being crazy, the run's going to be even crazier, and I cannot wait for it.
Yeah, I know this is one of those games. Leif is just super passionate about this game, and I cannot wait to have it in the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Heck,
And
it
then
happened
for-
again. Sorry, 1 second.
All right, well, for our next game, I know Oasis wants to take this one.
September 28th, daylight. The furries have taken over the city. That's right, folks. We have the Resident Evil 3 remake just released this past April, and I am just so excited for this because this is a game that I absolutely love. And Lexi Deer, who is a newer speedrunner, I am just really so excited to see what she has to offer for their first speed run. I don't know about you guys, but I really love this game.
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
I love Resident Evil games, but yeah, the idea, I'm so terrible at them for like the skill set that is required for speedrunning. So it's one of those series, and I know everybody has some of these, but like it's a series where I love watching speedruns of it, but I can't even fathom doing it myself.
Blaze,
Mhm.
Blaze,
Yes.
you're going to be playing this eventually.
Oh, no.
I know. Yes, it'll happen someday.
All right. Well, let's get on a happier note here. We just showed off some pretty spooky games, and it's getting pretty late into the night. Let's get something happier to lift spirits before people sleep so they don't have nightmares. Something like some Mario. Lesness is going to be taking us through the Super Mario World 11 exit category. Kind of the most traditional non-wrong warp any percent category of this game. Still very interesting. Immediately goes to the Star Road, which features some pretty tricky levels, and there's going to be a lot of skill showcased in this game in such a short amount of time, too.
I mean, it's Super Mario World. What else do you need to say? I'm just so excited. Like, I love how many talented people that we either have in this fandom or that we're interested in submitting to this marathon, or both. And it's just, we have so many good games this year.
And plus, who doesn't love Super Mario World? It's
Me.
a classic. I mean, you've played the game, so you...
I played it, so...
Banned.
I also would like to give a quick shout out to the person hosting both Mario World and this next game, Mario Golf Advanced Tour, Zoe Vermillion, because I know that Zoe plays a lot of Kaizo Mario. So we're also going to have some expertise just all over the place. In golf, we're going to have Yoshi86 up as our expert. Apparently last event they ran this game's story mode singles, but now they're going to be running doubles. I don't know too much how that differentiates from singles. I just assume there's going to be more characters, which can only mean more fun.
Quick shout out to Big John, and I'm just gonna say hashtag gave golf a chance.
Well, yeah, we gave golf a chance last event, and we loved it, so it's back.
All right, and that is day one. So wow, we already got 16 runs under our belt, and still 2 days to go. We just went through all these games, and honestly, this is kind of like I don't want to say it's like the warm-up day, but this is still a good day. But man, Saturday and Sunday too.
Yeah.
But this day one was really an excellent way to start everything off. You have a lot of really strong, really powerful speed runs, and this is just going to make people really want to stick around.
Mm-hmm. Which leads us into our second day.
Oh gosh, what is this monstrosity?
Oh no!
RG
Cursed chair.
This is not cursed.
Oh man. So I'm gonna actually
Super
talk about
cursed.
the first game of Saturday, day 2. And the reason that I want to gush about this game is this is one of the really iconic RPG franchises that just does not get a lot of talk with, you know, the Final Fantasies and some of the other Square RPG franchises of the world. But Breath of Fire is an incredible RPG franchise. Probably the most furry of the Japanese RPG franchises in a lot of ways. And I'm really excited that we were able to get Rudolph Fahrenheit to run the GBA version of the game. Rudolph is currently, I believe, second place on the leaderboards for this game, and I believe I heard them say that they have not been gotten this game into a marathon before. So I am just incredibly excited that we were able to accept it.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out because I meant to add the host to every slide, but I was thinking I might have missed one. I did miss this slide. Shout outs to Firebird Lover is going to be on the hosting seat for this whole 4 hour.
Firebird's gonna love that. I know Firebird.
Yeah, that's good.
So, y'all, you know how this is an event about speedrunning, right? I wasn't expecting to see exercise. So, Ring Fit Adventure, this is a game that really takes speedrunning into its most literal terms. And we're going to be having Ventifier on with us, beating World 1 on Intensity 30. I'll tell you what, I've experimented with this casually for a bit. I know Blaze has played a good amount of it. I can't wait to see the speed run of this, because this has to be really, really crazy.
So just so everybody knows, what Intensity 30 means is that you have to do 30 reps of every exercise that you have to do as you're going through. Or like sometimes it's even a factor of 30, so it might even be more than that. But yeah, this is going to be a fantastic showcase. I believe Ventifer is the world record holder for this category, so we're very grateful that they were going to be submitting to our marathon. And I also just want to we're not throwing shade on Lori here, but I also am really excited for the host for this next block, Gale Frostbane, who has not hosted for us before, but I'm really excited, wanted to come help us out this year.
I was gonna say, I was worried about it last slide, but looking at it now, could you maybe try reopening the PowerPoint? Because I see it already added on my end, and I'm like, I know at this point I added the host, so I don't know where they.
I bet that's what it is. Give me just a. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. So okay, 1 second.
You
here.
misspelled it.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you're
Frostbane.
Oh, I can't read.
I mean, same.
My bad.
I don't know, man. I'm just a dog.
I'm a rabbit.
How do I do? Hold on, I can't figure out how to play this heckin' slideshow. There we go.
It's the present button.
I was looking for like full screen and it was present, but yeah, it's Gale Frostbane, and
Gale Frostbane,
Gale
not
will forgive
Frostburn.
you. Gale is a good bean.
All right, that's good. I don't know how to read. I have a friend. I'm gonna defend myself more. I have a friend named Nanako Frostburn, so I think I was thinking of them when we
Maybe.
should be thinking about Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah, and Gooby is a really good friend of mine. Organizes a marathon here in the Midwest for the organization is Midwest Speed Fest, and runs all sorts of games and submitted Super Smash Brothers Melee, which is just, you know, I love having this game in marathons. It's so fun. Everybody knows Smash Brothers, so we're going to be doing the all target tests category, and Gooby is going to do a fantastic job.
Yeah, like you said, this game really needs no introduction. It is so immensely popular, and I really can't wait to see it.
And continuing on with our Nintendo block,
Dr. Mario.
we need a doctor in the house.
So yeah, Razor Flame Kun is going to be running this game, Classic 0 to 10, and I believe this is Gale's last game on the host block for this.
Nope, I believe Gale is also taking the next game.
Okay, and I would be happy to talk about that. Another game that is insanely popular, especially in the randomizer community, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, run by our very own, the wonderful Brash Volkswagen?
Did I misspell something again? I misspelled something again.
Lori,
I'm gonna go hide.
No, Lori did this whole PowerPoint all by herself in like a couple hours yesterday, and Lori did an amazing job. So no more shaming Lori for spelling.
I'm gonna hide now.
We know what it's supposed to say.
I do it out of love. But yeah.
In all seriousness, though, I'm so glad that we get to have this game in the marathon. Everybody's really, at this point in the speedrunning community, I think, just very accustomed to seeing randomized Link to the Past, but seeing the OG version will be very fun as well, and I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
Lori, do you want to talk about Super Metroid?
Sure. Super Metroid. Another insanely popular SNES game in both the randomizer and general speedrunning community. Freya's Spirit is going to be taking us through the traditional any percent run, and it will be great.
Yeah, I actually got a chance to watch Freya's run of this in a marathon a little while ago, earlier on in the spring, and they did just a fantastic job running the game, and I'm so happy that they submitted to our marathon as well. We will be doing, save or kill the animals, all that fun stuff, and we really hope you all come out for that. Also, shout outs to JD Puppy, going to be on the mic for this one, and JD Puppy also in chat. I see you there. Hope you're doing good.
I'd like to point out that I spelled everything right on this slide.
Yay!
Also, with being game 22, we are halfway done showing off what the games in this event are. So we've still got another 22. And starting those second half of games is one of my favorite franchises, the Kirby. We have the very original Kirby's Dream Land here, known to many as a luck-based nightmare. That's correct. However, the game is still short, so it's got that going for it. And Carbasi is going to be taking us through possibly many things. There's a lot that could happen.
Yeah, we love Kirby. We're gonna have a whole Kirby block this marathon, so I think I'll just go ahead and proceed to the next game, which probably doesn't need too much introduction as well.
Mm-hmm. Everybody loves Kirby Superstar. We have its remake, remaster, Kirby Superstar Ultra, adds... It's just like, hey, what if we took Kirby Superstar and added more to it? Shasta's going to be showing us everything they added, and it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, according to the submission, this is actually Mr. Shasta's favorite Kirby entry in the entire franchise. So I can't wait to watch him play something that he absolutely loves.
It's definitely a very valid pick. It's a great Kirby game.
Yeah, and just another runner that I'm so happy we got to submit to our marathon this year, and so incredibly happy to have Shasta as part of the lineup this time. And now we got this next game, which I'm so excited to see this run. So we have White Paws. White Paws is going to be running new Super Lucky's Tale. I believe White Paws is the world record holder in this game and category, and it's just such an amazing, cool game. And White Paws is going to do a fantastic job running it. Ran Crash Bandicoot for us last year and did just an amazing job with that, and is so talented, and I'm just so excited to see this game in the marathon.
Yeah, it truly is going to be exciting.
Let me tell y'all what I am excited for this set. So, are y'all ready for this? We are going to have a 4-player, it's essentially it's a 2v2 co-op race of Final Fantasy IV 3 Enterprise, featuring Bobala Skunk and Berserk Badger versus Zoe Vermilion and Silverfire. And if you haven't seen the randomizer for this before, it is absolutely insane the number of things that gets randomized in this game. Every single item, every single monster, every single boss is randomized except for obvious... Well, actually, even Zeromus is randomized. This is just...
More like Furomus, am I right?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Oh. No, we love puns. It's okay.
Quick, I need to get attention off of myself. We have a special friend back to tell us about their game.
Oh, yeah. So the next game is the last game of Saturday, and I'm going to let the runner talk about it.
Hi, my dogs fell asleep, so I could actually be in here now. So, Borderlands 2. Everyone knows this game. I managed to convince a friend to help me run this game for us. I'm not sure how many of you played this. This game normally takes people like 20 to 30 hours, probably, alone. We're going to do it in a little over an hour and a half. Basically, think of anything that you would want in a shooter game, and we're going to have it. So we're going to have super speed, infinite health, infinite shields.
Rabbits?
I think there's a rabbit somewhere. Not what we're doing, but there is a rabbit. It's probably somewhere in the game. But yeah, so there's like super speed, infinite ammo, infinite damage. Everything dies. It's great.
Now, the one question I have as someone who watched you run this game at SGDQ last year is, are you going to dress up again?
I still have the outfit. I would, I guess I could replace the painted beard with my actual beard this time. But yeah, I could do that.
Hey.
All right, yeah. So that's going to be a great way to close Saturday, and we still have a whole other day, one more whole day of marathon to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey y'all, did you know that there's actually a game based on a popular monster truck? Because that made it into the marathon. It's an NES game. It's infamous for its thumb blistering controls and crashing gameplay. And no, that's not a pun. It actually happens. It's gonna be run by Namerpuss221. I can't wait to watch. When I saw this description, I love stuff like this. And I didn't get to see stuff like this because my first console was a SNES. So this is going to be quite the interesting run. The other R word.
There's going to be racing. In fact, there's going to be all the racing.
That is true.
I'm just reading the box and I'm laughing because it says crunching and munching Bigfoot, and then it says race, crush, climb, mud, car, hill, and... Oh, wait, I'm not reading that right.
Mud race, car crush, hill climb, and more.
And yes, we are going to be starting off the day with the wonderful Shia Bun at the hosting station.
Yeah, Shia hosted for us last year, and we're so happy that they decided to come back and join us again for this next marathon.
Yeah, and we still have some more surprises up our sleeve, so just y'all wait.
I'll go ahead and talk about this next game. I don't know a lot about it, but I did watch most of the submission video, and this looks really, really fun. It's Pursuit Force, run by the BPG13, who is kind of known for racing speedruns, but lots of world records in games that are of that genre and variety. This is a little more of like a mixed game as far as I could tell. It's got some driving, it's got some action. It's Pursuit Force, and the category is Warlords, and it's gonna just be a short, cozy 25-minute run. It's just really fun. It looks like such a cool game.
Now that we got those two car games out of the way, it's time to get another one in here with the most popular racing game of all time, Pajama Sam, There's No Need to Hide, where it's dark outside.
Yep, and Indie Alpaca is going to be running this one. We did actually have this game in the marathon last year, but we wanted to give it a little bit more of the spotlight this time around. So Indie's going to be back running Pajama Sam once again. Super high energy, wonderful speedrunner, and I'm just really glad that we were able to include them in the marathon.
And yes, 2 minutes. You did not read that incorrectly. But I gotta tell y'all, are y'all hearing anything? Because I could have swore that I heard a little bit of honking. Wait, what's that? Oh,
Honk.
that goat! Oh, man. We have the Untitled Goose Game, ran by Laika in Space. I love playing this game so much, and we are going to get the full treat of the any percent glitchless. And man, I just cannot get enough of that.
I think the thing I'm most excited about with this run is I'm pretty sure that Shia has played this game casually, and I want to see their reaction to watching Laika just absolutely destroy this game in probably about 15 minutes.
Oh, yes. You take absolute control of the world when you know what you're doing in this game. It's great.
I'm so excited that somebody submitted this game. It was one of the later ones to come in, and I was just like crossing my fingers the whole time going like, I don't even care if it's like someone, because like I've run this game and my time's like 80th or something. It's terrible, but it's just like you have to have this game in a marathon right now, and everybody's gonna just be so hyping and honking in chat, and I'm so glad that Laika submitted this game for us. Yeah,
No,
last day literally. Laika, thank you for making us sweat on that one.
I see, you're in 73rd in this game. I'm in 41st. Nice.
The flex is real.
Now it's time for a game that neither of us have played, though.
I've seen this speedrun though, and it's amazing. So Lena's Inception is a procedurally generated, it's kind of like Link's Awakening style game. It's got some really cool Undertale vibes to it, and it is just, the runner is very entertaining as well. TRS Crazy P is going to be doing the sacrifice ending category for us, and this game has so much going for it. I had never heard of this game, and then I saw the run of it in a marathon about a month ago, and I just immediately went out and bought it because I was just like, I want to play this game. It looks so fun and cool, and it has a great community as well, so I'm so excited that we're able to get this game into our marathon.
Indeed. And why don't we take a step up from procedural generation and just go back into full-on Random Town? We're not only going to be featuring FF4 randomizer, we're also going to be seeing the original Final Fantasy randomize.
Yeah, and this is another great randomizer. If you have not seen this randomizer, they are in the playoff rounds of their spring tournament right now. A lot of the matches have been on the Randomania and Speed Gaming channels, I believe. It's super, super fun to watch, and if you played this game as a kid, it's actually a pretty easy randomizer to follow. So I'm super glad that DVO decided to submit this for the marathon this time. And yeah, we'll be doing a showcase there of this randomizer. I think one of the things about what I would like to see maybe in the future for the community too is more randomizers, because we got other folks who submitted randomizers as well. And it's just, randomizers in a speedrun marathon, you have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to have too many, but you want to show them off because they're fun. So I think randomizers will definitely have a place for a long time to come in the Fastest Furs community. And I'm glad that we were able to pick a couple good ones to show off in the marathon this time around.
Let me ask the both of you a question, though. Are y'all tired of remasters?
Not this one.
Nope. We got DuckTales coming up next. A 50-minute speed run, a 2013 remake of the 1989 classic platformer on the NES, based on the 1987 animated series. Everyone here's seen DuckTales at one point or another.
I kind of want to start singing the song right now. I'm not going to lie.
There's a new DuckTales as well. Cartoon.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it started airing a while ago, like maybe 2 years ago at this point. It's pretty good. It's a great time to be a DuckTales fan in 2020, let me tell you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and Dijon is another fantastic runner. And again, this is another game where it's like, if you had just given us, carte blanche to just pick games to be in the marathon, I'm pretty sure we would have wanted this one to be in there. So it's just so awesome when a good runner submits it to the marathon as well. So we're getting into prime hype hours, and I think this game is going to really kickstart that for sure. Middle of the afternoon on finale day.
Now it's time for Knuckles.
Oh yeah, it's Sonic Block next, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Time for Knuckles.
I just have to really quickly give oh my god, I cannot read this slide. What did you do, Lori?
I can read the slide. Don't worry about it. So many people know that if you combine Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, you get a special game out of it. You can also attach your Knuckles cart to Sonic 2 and play as Knuckles in Sonic 2. Fozon is going to be showing us how to beat the game quickly, and it's going to be a great time because Knuckles has really fun movement, and Sonic 2 wasn't exactly designed for it the same way that Sonic 3 was, so you're going to be seeing a lot of very funny routes through levels.
We have demands for Comic Sans in the chat.
You guys are right. You guys are so right. I should have done that.
I feel like it'd be easier to read in Comic Sans.
Probably. We do have another Sonic game, though. We need to wait for it.
Wait for it. Am I supposed to hit something, or is it going to load on its own, Barry?
I'm notorious for having
Oh god.
screen, so it is exactly a 20-second timer before we are able to reveal that our next game is going to be Sonic 06 Silver Story, no MSG by Focus Sight. If you haven't seen Focus Sight run Silver Story, you have to. It was done, I think it just passed AGDQ 2020. There are so many absolutely crazy tricks in this already broken game that are like ridiculously difficult that Focus Sight pulls off like they're nothing. Mission Select Glitch, MSG, is a glitch that lets you credits warp in every story in Sonic 06. That's not going to be used. That's what no MSG is. So you're not going to see a credits warp a third of the way through the run. You're going to see every level that this story has to offer. Still not like the way they're intended to be seen, but you're going to see them.
Yeah, and this is another speedrunner who is the world record holder in their game. I'm just so excited that we were able to get Focus to do this. Also, really excited to have Space Yeen hosting the Sonic Block, because I know Space Yeen is a huge Sonic fan, and I believe has actually played this game pretty recently. So it's going to be a good time all around.
Only we could get someone with Sonic to host in the Sonic Block, but of course they're going to have to start hosting right after the Sonic Block. The next game being shown off is going to be River City Girl by Bahamut X. This game is cool. This game is really cool. It's a beat 'em up, so you're going to see a lot of enemies going down very quick, and for that whole hour, you're just gonna see nothing but carnage and fun.
Yeah, this game is so fun to watch. It's just it's so beautiful. The music is cool. It's just fun. I've seen it in a couple marathons now. Bahamut X has run it a few times. A good friend of mine, and I'm really glad that we were able to include the game in the marathon. And I know that Bahamut is going to do just a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it must be a Bleed 2.
Yeah, Bleed 2. Bleed 2 is really cool looking.
I don't really know what to say about Bleed 2. It's just kind of gonna be crazy. Even on easy difficulty, which this is being run on by Fire Splitter, it's going to look ridiculous. You're gonna want to watch if you will understand what you're even seeing, because I sure don't most of the time.
The game is so unbelievably fast. I think that was kind of the thing that jumped out to me when I was watching the video of it, and I'm really glad we found a good spot for it to show it off.
Now, let me tell y'all about the next game that we are going to be having in this wonderful showcase. We basically have the god of Silent Hill, UFO Techie, running Silent Hill 3. And I got to watch him run this, I believe, in I think it was a couple years ago at a Power Up with Pride, and it was just amazing watching him run it at that point. And he's going to be running it on hard difficulty, and this is just going to be amazing. Y'all are in for a treat.
All I'm gonna say is, while looking up the box art for this game to put on the slideshow, I saw a lot of memes about doors in this game being locked all the time. So if you're a fan of locked doors, this is the game for you. I don't really have a stance on them personally.
Silent Hill games are just very, very special, and to be able to include another Techie run in the marathon is just super exciting, and I'm really glad that Techie was able to get this to us, because I know this particular game, this particular category has been working hard at very, very recently, so.
It's apparently hard squared. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's going to be hard.
Double hard.
Y'all ready for the next surprise?
Untitled Duck game.
It has a title. It's called Gravity Duck.
This game is so cool.
It is.
This game reminded me a lot of Celeste when we were watching the submission videos. It's just super fast, really cute, very, very fun to watch. And Ulvind, I know, has been working super hard on this, because Ulvind reached out to me the other day and was like, hey, I submitted that with a 30-minute estimate. Can you lower it to 25 now? Because I think I'm getting good at this game. So it's going to be fantastic.
Did y'all notice who's hosting?
Some guy.
Did I spell that name wrong?
No, you spelled it right.
Okay.
So yeah, we are going to be super happy to have joining us for the first time for one of our marathons. The super talented Majira will be on the mic for this next block of runs, and really, really grateful that they were available and willing to help us out with our marathon. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is Mega Man block next.
It's Mega Man block time. Mega Man 4. The best classic Mega Man game. No, I'm not going to argue with anybody about. Lookin' Toad is going to be running through this one very quickly. Got some really interesting special items and robot masters in this game. So I really like watching the run of this game, especially when we have a runner that's just this insanely good at the game. I'm super excited.
Yeah, Toad ran this earlier this year at AGDQ as part of a Mega Man 4-6 relay, and it's just incredible to watch Mega Man speedruns. There's nothing like it. Oasis, what's your favorite Mega Man game?
I didn't play Mega Man when I was a kid.
That doesn't answer the question.
That means I mean, it's kind of hard to have a favorite when I haven't played any of them.
Well, that's the answer. You're not a kid anymore.
go play Mega Man 2, and then yeah, we'll talk.
Speaking of 2, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 is the other Mega Man game that we have shown off this event. Eldra's going to be running through any percent, and it's going to be great. This game has a neat little thing where you don't need to climb any ladders, from what I'm aware of. So, you don't like ladders.
Ladders not allowed. Ladders are too slow.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, I think so. Oasis, we only have 2 games left, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're winding up on the end here. But are any of you a fan
Of the letter B?
precision
Of the letter B?
platform?
I love platforming games.
B. So I need to provide a lot of context here, I think. So this isn't just me memeing all the time. This is actually a category called Beanie percent or Benny percent, depending on who you talk to. So as you might know, if you watch an any percent run of this game, you don't have to beat a level's main A side in order to beat and go to the next chapter. Benny percent or Beanie percent is a category extension where you have to complete the normal objective of beating the game by beating chapter 7. However, instead of going through the normal versions of a level, you have to go collect and unlock the B side and then play through the B side. So it's a nice little routing showcase to show you some secrets you may not have seen before, and also some much more challenging levels that don't get the time of day as much as their main counterparts. And with Aurora Dash being one of the best runners of the standard any percent category, and really just this game in general, I don't think we could have a better Celeste showcase.
And yes, all of it done in about 43 minutes. And closing out the hosting block will be our very own, the lovable Wolf Pup.
All right, I think it's time for the finale reveal. Do we need to do like a drum roll or something?
Kind of hard
No.
when I'm doing push to talk, so no.
I'm also doing push to talk.
Chat, do you want to do a drum roll for the finale? Let's see some
Hold up, I got
Hype
you.
or
I got
something.
you. Hold up. I can actually do this. I'm waking up my dogs for this, by the way.
Sorry, Shockwave's dogs. All right, and our finale game is The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker HD by Pippin.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone needs to tell you that this speedrun is off the walls crazy. From basically the first second to the last second, you're not doing things the way you're supposed to be doing things. Pippin is insanely good at this game. This is an insanely scary run in terms of just the amount of things you need to do correctly. So hopefully it'll go well.
And if it doesn't, it's the last game of the marathon, so who cares? You got all night to finish.
It's just about having a good time, and this is definitely a game that can bring a good time. And Pippin's definitely a runner that can bring a good time. And the Wii U can maybe bring a good time? I don't know.
I suppose it
I
depends
liked
on
it.
how it's feeling at that time.
I mean, I liked it. But yeah, that's gonna be our final run of the event. Saturday, Sunday, late. It's the end.
Late-ish. We're actually trying to get it wrapped up, hopefully by regular sleeping hours, so that we can all get together and cry and celebrate afterwards.
Yep. So that is all 44 games that we're going to be showing off at our summer showcase this year. See you there.
Let me just make a couple of announcements really quick on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say a
because we
couple
are
things.
all the way done going through the schedule now. In just a few minutes, I am going to go ahead and make the Hararo public for the event, so you'll all be able to see the schedule and share it, and I'll tweet it out on the Fastest Furs Twitter, so you can, go from there. And then, yeah, in the meantime, give us a little bit of time, maybe 24, 48 hours. We're going to reach out to everybody on the Discord. We're going to assign the roles and everything for the marathon. We're going to be reaching out to all of the runners just to verify a little bit more information, and also check on things like incentives and things like that if you have those. So you can start thinking about those now if you want. And we will have a small backup list as well, so we'll publish that too. So, but yeah, this is going to be such an amazing marathon. 3 days of incredible runs. It's less than 2 weeks away until we're starting, so we're all going to do great. I'm not too worried about that at all. We're going to do a fantastic job. We're going to raise a lot of money for global giving, and yeah, I'm just so excited.
I think for our first marathon as a team, this is just a wonderful way to start out, and it's just really, we have a really strong schedule of games with a lot of really strong runners and a lot of new people who can bring a lot of good things to the team.
Yeah, and with that, as Blaze said, give us a little bit of time to get everything situated. But if you, if you want to have a commentator for your run, or, your time slot might not be as good as we were pretty sure it is, let us know. We'll try and get it fixed, but we're really excited to have it.